Hello and welcome to Frozen Synapse Live. Today I and Jeffis will be casting the DGL number 1 games. This is the first tournament of Season 1 and we've got some interesting matches here, including some between Jeffis and Wonder Hero, two of the best players in the community.
I haven't seen Wonder Hero around for a while though.
Well, he shows up occasionally, at least. So. And let's get started with our first match. First we'll be covering the matches between Siren and Lean. I think that's how it's pronounced, but who knows. And the first match here is a disputed. It's a pretty standard 5v5 disputed, no major imbalances. A bit more cover on Lean's side, and Siren has a sniper. With these big teams, a sniper really isn't a disadvantage, so this should be an interesting and pretty balanced match. Have you got the game loaded?
Yes. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, and let's just watch turn 1 then. Both players go somewhat for the flanks, with Siren going for the top and Lean going for the bottom. Siren pulls his sniper a bit backwards to cover as much area as possible and uses most of his team to attack the center quite heavily. Due to this bit of cover on the wall here, he has a nice advantage there, but Lean could still do a lot with this position. Have you got anything to add, Jeffes?
Yeah, well, Ian is just leaving the top side pretty much uncovered because he can't really run into the top building, so the fighting is going to be in the middle.
Yeah, Leon is definitely at risk of flanking from the top here, but he's a good enough player that I think he'll be expecting that.
Yeah.
So let's just go on to the second turn. And as expected, Siren does take the window there, but he does lose an MG to Leon there with some rather nice positioning. I'm guessing he wasn't checking every doorway to make sure it was safe, and he thus suffered for it. You got anything to say?
Yeah, it's quite weird that he lost MG there.
Yeah, it looks like he was a bit unlucky with the timing on when he removed his continue on sight.
Yeah.
It actually looks like Lean was planning for basically that to happen, as he had his MG just standing still there for a little while until he got the kill.
Yeah.
As Lean has a pretty nice position now, but of course he can't really advance on the left side here due to Siren having the cover advantage with his MG3. And Siren also has Lean's MG3 a bit locked down in the corner there.
Yeah. I don't think Ian saw the machine gunner 3 or sniper. There's no scouting going on.
Yeah, Siren has scouted a bit with his top MG there, and I think he already knows where the MG3 is.
Yeah, well, it's predictable.
Yeah, and from what I can see, he saw it also while he was moving up to the window. He probably doesn't know where those bottom units are, so that might pose somewhat of a problem. And I don't think Lee knows where the sniper is either. So this should be interesting. So let's just go onwards to turn 3. Lean gets past the window safely, and there are no kills this turn.
Yeah, it was just some scouting and putting the units in the better position.
Yeah, Leon does quite a bit of scouting at the bottom there, while Siren doesn't really do any scouting at all. So currently I'd say Leon has the information advantage, but maybe not the positional advantage. If he can just stay in his position, of course, it's pretty good for when the boxes spawn, as he's got control over the center, while Siren is pretty limited to the top pair.
Yes.
So let's go on to the fourth turn. Siren gets a kill, but he's losing a unit next turn, almost certainly. The box spawns are pretty nice. Leon should be able to grab, well, most of those relatively easily, especially since Siren's MG3 is dying in a moment.
Yeah.
And Siren was forgetful with his sniper, so that is now lost.
Oh, yeah.
I think he might have been planning on moving down, but got interrupted by Leon's MG4 there.
Yeah,
I should just check the orders. No, he wasn't actually going down whatsoever, so I guess he just forgot what turn it was and thus lost that sniper. Which does put him a unit down and lessens his chance of victory here.
Yeah, I don't see any chances for him.
Yeah. The MG2 might be able to get a kill or two though, if he's good about it. But of course Leon does know roughly where that is now due to the MG he lost earlier.
Yeah,
so
the
let's
problem is the boxes.
Yeah.
You can't really get anything.
Yeah, so let's just watch turn 5. And Siren of course loses the MG there, but Leon doesn't do enough dodging with his MG1, and thus loses that to Siren's MG2, which, well, puts the game much more in Siren's favor than earlier, though it's still not going too well for him. It looks like he can deny Leon the middle box and maybe the right box as well, but the other two boxes should be easy enough for Leon to grab.
Yeah, but the window is giving Siren some nice position.
Yeah.
He can.
So let's just watch turn 6, see what happens. That MG there was doomed as well, making this situation roughly equal, I'd say.
Yeah.
As both players now have one box each, and neither player can get at the middle box, and it looks like neither player can get at the bottom box either. So it should be interesting to see what they actually do now.
Yep.
Let's just play turn 7. And Siren has some bad positioning on his top MG. The line of sight apparently wasn't quite right, so he lost that MG. And I'd say he's now lost this match share unless he can kill that MG5.
Yeah. There's been some stupid kills in this match.
Yeah. Strange enough, Leon doesn't move at all with his MG3, but I guess he might have been trying to block off the last two boxes. And since this is the last turn, I expect Siren is rushing in or something and getting himself killed. And that is exactly what happens, and this is thus a nice victory for Leon. He did some nice moves, and both players had quite a bit of bad luck and some badly planned moves. What I really wonder is what would have happened if Siren hadn't lost his sniper earlier to his mistake there.
Yeah, there was many mistakes in this game, and that cost Siren the loss.
Yeah, and well, that's really what usually happens. When two good players meet, is that one of the players makes some mistake, small or large, and that loses him the game.
Yeah.
So let's go onwards to their next game. which is secure, my favorite mode. But this isn't exactly my favorite variation of light secure. Players can spawn on all sides here, and they've only got 2 units each, with Lean having a sniper, and with that small teams, a sniper is a huge disadvantage here. So it seems likely that Siren will win this match.
Yeah, the spawn makes the beginning of the match really hard, and you just can't cover all the sides, and you're vulnerable to any attacks in the very first turn.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I say Siren's choice of spawn here is a bit interesting, especially these far left boxes here, as they are somewhat of a vulnerability, but could also be useful for tricking the enemy to attack there.
Yeah, but then again the sniper isn't gonna do much good there, so
yeah,
it's 2 versus 1 with the machine gunners.
It looks like Siren's MG2 is in a bit of a risky position though, as it looks like it would be vulnerable from the bottom.
Yeah.
So let's watch turn 1 here. He just uses this as a distraction, which is pretty smart really. And both players now of course know each other's positions, as this is light. It will be very hard for Leon to advance on Siren's position here. So Siren might be able to win this just by sitting it out.
Yeah. That move with the machine gunner too, Siren, just to keep the unit alive, because you can't just sit in any one place.
Yeah.
Any place could be dangerous, so moving around this pillar ensures that it will stay alive.
Yeah. And let's just move onwards to turn 2 then. Siren moves over to the corner, where he is safe both from the MG and the sniper. And, well, he has a pretty nice position now, though I guess he is vulnerable if the sniper moves far enough left to actually get line of sight on that MG.
Yeah. It still might be that the machine gunner wins, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, with that kind of range it's really hard to tell who would win. Let's just go onwards to turn 3. And both players lose an MG, but of course that's a much bigger deal for Leon than it is for Siren, as he now has almost no mobility, and thus getting at the area will be almost impossible.
Yeah.
It will probably take him 2 turns to even get there, and that's without being distracted at all. So let's just play turn 4. He moves some of the way, but he's still quite far away from the area.
Yeah, I don't see any way he could. I mean, it's even tight to run into the zone. The time will.
Yeah, I think he's got the time to run in there, but he would just get killed by that MG there. And I'd say it's a lost game now. Unless Siren makes some really silly mistake. And Leon can now just barely get into the zone on time and will almost certainly die.
Yeah.
So, and he doesn't even run for the zone, which is a bit strange, seeing as he then couldn't possibly in any way survive. But it was lost anyway, so it doesn't make a big difference. But in that kind of situation, it's pointless to do anything else but run at the zone, since then at least you have a tiny chance of your enemy making some horrendous mistake.
Yeah.
And the score is now 1-1 between Leon and Siren, so the charge will be the decider. There. there's some interesting teams here, with Siren having 2 MGs and a shotgunner, while Leon has an MG, a grenade launcher, and a sniper. Sniper isn't particularly useful, but maybe due to all the open areas, might be able to deny Siren some angles of attack here.
Yeah.
And the grenade launcher is of course very useful. And it surprises me a bit that Siren goes that aggressively, but I guess he might have been countering the logical maximum bid from Leon there, which would have been one step further to the left of where he actually bid.
Yes. And well, yeah, this match, I believe it's basically gonna be the grenade versus Siren's unit.
Well, the MG will also be useful, of course,
Yeah, maybe.
but the sniper will just be there to deny Siren a few ways to attack. So let's just watch turn 1. Leon has some pretty logical positioning. He's got his grenade pretty far ahead, so it's got a large area it can attack. Siren is lagging a bit behind with his top MG there, but he should be able to get there on time anyway.
Yeah. Well, Siren isn't in any hurry because there's still like 5 turns left
Yeah.
to cross the line. But then again, the grenade is getting into a better position.
Yeah, and it will be very hard for him to actually move ahead now, as all 3 ways ahead now are very dangerous. The bottom is denied basically by the sniper, and both the top and the middle are very vulnerable to the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
So let's just watch turn 2. Ooh, L3 Leon manages to lose his MG, putting him 1 unit down, and this is a pretty big disadvantage here.
Yeah.
And his shotgun is now in a position where Siren's the Siren's shotgun is now in a position where it can most likely kill the grenade launcher without being killed himself.
Yeah.
And I don't expect Leon to win this match anymore now. So let's just watch turn 3. And he does lose the grenade launcher. And the shotgunner survives, as Siren rightly expects it to shoot on the downside, not the upper side. And the match is now basically won, as I don't really see any way for Leon to dislodge that shotgunner. So let's just watch the very last turn here. And predictably, the sniper gets killed, thus sending Siren on to the final. So let's watch the other semi-final between you and Wonder Hero.
All right.
First up, Light Secure. Interesting teams here. 2 MGs and rocket launcher versus 3 MGs. Rocket launchers are something you very rarely see in Secure, and they change the game dynamic quite a bit when they are present, as you can then just open new ways to attack and so on.
Yeah. Well, I basically know what's gonna happen in this match, but you can see that my beat area was very large. I wanted to win, but
So did Wonder Hero.
yeah. So I was really afraid of this bit. I kind of knew that this is what he could bid, and I didn't want this to happen, but I couldn't avoid it. So, well,
Yeah.
basically, I wanted to defend.
Yeah, but But of course, defending against a rocket launcher can be pretty hard as well, as it can open new ways right into your territory.
Yeah.
So let's watch the first turn. You both play pretty defensively, but I like your maneuvering on the bottom there, getting closer to the enemy area.
Yeah, the rocket launcher was... I predicted that Wonder Hero would just destroy the walls near the zone for the defense, but instead he tried to get a kill.
Yeah. The MG2, did you forget to aim it somewhere, or as it seems like it would have made more sense to make the line of sight touch the bottom of the windowsill at the very least?
No, I think I made some very accurate calculations that the rocket will not kill it if he's gonna shoot on the
Yeah,
wall.
but with the MG2, if the rocket launcher had destroyed the bottom of the room Wonder Hero starts in, you could get blindsided by an MG, for example, the double stacked MGs in the room there.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
So that seems like a bit of a strange thing to do, but no big deal.
I think I was. It was positioned and so that I'm actually trying to. Yeah, I didn't think that probably.
Yeah.
I just thought that I would gain the advantage.
Yeah,
being
and
behind the
well,
wall.
it didn't hurt you in this scenario anyway, so it's a rather moot point here. So let's just go onwards to the next turn. And Wonder Hero gets off another rocket, once again without killing anything. Well, you're now very close to his area on all fronts really, but your MG2 looks like it's gonna die, maybe.
No.
It's able to break line of sight in time to survive, or?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Well, this was a very interesting situation, and there was so many possibilities, and
Yeah.
I just couldn't make the call which one to use, and
Yeah.
just spent like...
I find it interesting that Wonder Hero hasn't actually destroyed the wall under his cover there, as that would have given him some nice line of sight. But I guess the explosion is large enough to kill his units as well if he does that.
Nah, I don't believe that, but well, I would have done that a lot earlier, but because, well, now it's kind of too late because there's so many ways I can go in.
Yeah. And just through sheer possibility, the advantage is definitely in your favor now. So let's just watch turn 3. He does finally destroy that wall, but loses both his MGs. How he managed that, I'm not sure. I guess he didn't simulate all possibilities.
I believe he thought that I would be running into the zone with all my units, and therefore he could have killed at least my MG1 and MG3.
Yeah. Well, he obviously thought wrong, and you have now basically won the game, as there's no way he can kill all your units just with a rocket launcher.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And yeah, he just gives up there. So, very well played, Jeffis. So,
Thanks.
let's go on to the next match. I mean, it would have been much harder for you if he had just broken that wall earlier to give him that line of sight. So that would have probably caught your middle MG out, and you would then have been one MG down, and had a lot less opportunity to attack. And yeah, next up is Disputed.
Yeah, this is a match that you have actually broadcast before, but well,
Well, that doesn't matter much. It's a long
yeah,
time since I last broadcasted, so
yeah.
I don't think anyone remembers the details anymore. I certainly don't. And yeah, balanced teams for once, and 4v4 secure, which is a lot of fun. Well, lots of cover all over the place, so this should be interesting. And yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any comments on the starting positioning?
Well, not really. It's just yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, not no.
that's fine. Let's just watch the first turn then. And yeah, you both make rather logical moves, pushing towards both the top and the middle. It's a bit strange maybe that Wonder here didn't at all go for the bottom there, though there might not have been a lot of him to gain by doing so either, so
Yeah, I think he thought that he wants the middle building.
yeah, the middle building will definitely be important. Which is why it's of course a bit strange that you sent your shotgunner to the top instead of the middle. But it could work. I mean, unpredictable moves are often the best moves as they're just really hard to counter as you don't think they're coming.
Yeah. Well, obviously I can't remember all my thoughts when I'm doing my plans, but I think there was a couple reasons. I was scouting and yeah, flanking.
Yeah, flanking is generally a good idea, but of course he spotted your shotgunner here, I think, so
Yeah, but
he won't be
so
blindsided at the very least.
well, I don't know if I scouted them. I don't think I did actually. Yeah,
Well, it looks like you probably saw the MG1, but nothing else really.
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, let's just go on to the second turn. See if anything interesting happens. You don't go for the middle building at all, which is very unpredictable really.
Yeah, I was kind of predicting that MG2 would be somewhere there, so I tried a distraction with the shotgunner in the window and MG1 coming from the corner.
Yeah, but with the red MG1 there, I don't think that distraction will be working.
Well, I'm crouching, I think.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like that actually breaks line of sight.
Yeah, maybe not. Well. Oh yeah, I tried to kill the machine gunner number 1 with my sniper.
Ah, that's
That
actually
was,
pretty clever.
yeah, but as you can see, Wonder Hero is going
Yeah.
to duck.
Yeah,
But
and
if
I like
if I had ran with my machine gunner as a distraction, I probably would have got the kill.
I like your position with your MG2, though of course it is vulnerable to the sniper at the bottom there.
Yeah.
Let's just go on to turn 3. You almost lose a unit to the shotgunner, but everyone is still alive.
Yeah, I played really safely that turn, and now you can see that my position with the units is
Yeah, the timing there was very close though. Had he been standing there for like 200 milliseconds longer or so, your MG on the top there would have been dead.
yeah.
Well, I say we both have pretty good positions now, but Wonder Hero has the better position when it comes to the box spawns.
Yeah, well, he's controlling the middle building, and that's the worst thing.
Yeah, especially since it extends so far up and to the left.
Yeah.
So let's watch turn 4. No, that's some extremely unlucky box spawns there. I mean, basically all of them are in his area of the map now.
That's true. And, well, I was going really slow, and I'm just like preparing for the next attack. I just brought the sniper, so I'm gonna run in with the sniper. So.
Well, let's watch turn 5 then. Oh, no, that went really badly there.
Yeah.
He apparently has a sniper on ignore, so that's still alive.
Yeah.
While half your team is dead, and well, I think we both agree that the match is basically lost for you now.
Yeah. I asked Wonder Hero that if he had the ignore, but he said he forgot the ignore on me. I think he put it in turn 3 when he was running on his shotgun. So he said he forgot the ignore order.
Well, let's just watch the next 2 turns. You lose the sniper, of course.
Yeah.
But you do kill his sniper. And it looks like his Wonder is now run off with most of the boxes. But at the very least you get the last box there, so it's not a complete loss. Yeah, really bad luck with that distraction there. Had that gone well, the outcome might have been very different for this match.
But still the box spawns were so that
Yeah, those
I
spawns were
probably
very
would have
unlucky.
lost anyways.
Yeah,
Because
quite possibly, but that failed distraction made loss basically certain,
yeah.
since you lost 3/4 of your team after all.
Yeah.
Let's go on to your very last match against Wonder Hero. And this is the deciding match, and it's a charge. Wait, didn't we already? Ah, no, that was probably a duplicate or something. And yeah, you've got a shotgunner, sniper, and an MG versus 2 MGs and a shotgunner. Sniper isn't very useful, as usual.
Well, this this is quite funny match because you can see that his bidding is well.
Yeah, both of you.
My bid is quite obvious, and he is just trying to outbid my bid, and still it's gonna be very hard for him because I have the cover advantage and he has to run
Yeah.
quite a long way across the.
Yeah, the cover does make this match very hard for him here. So let's watch the first turn here. And well, both of you have pretty logical maneuvering. Your sniper isn't actually seeing anything right now though, so I guess I would have put it a bit further down so it would have had more line of sight there.
All in time.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, you've spotted, well, just his shotgunner, I guess. Though you might have seen his top MG for a little while at least. Who knows?
I probably saw them all, or well, there aren't any other places he could have.
Yeah, there's not any other places, so you know where he is by elimination anyway. So let's watch turn 2. He does take the cover, quite logically.
Yeah, there's some distractions going on.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting really. What's more interesting, I say, is that he actually abandons the cover at the end of the turn, which gives you a pretty nice advantage, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, my MG1 can't see the window, so it's not in danger.
Ah, well, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but it was quite hard to play because I have to cover two ways.
Yeah.
And I can't just stand in the window because it's easily distracted. And
Yeah, but you've got the area nicely covered now with the shotgun covering the top and the MG and sniper covering the bottom.
yeah,
And I don't see any obvious ways, at least for Wonder Hero, to advance now.
yeah, that's true.
So let's just watch turn 3. He tries some sort of distraction.
Yeah, he tried to kill my sniper, but I positioned the sniper so that the line of sight isn't quite on the door. It's more to the it's quite like 1-2 pixels from the door, so
Yeah, that's pretty clever, really. Yeah, he still needs to advance, which will be hard, of course. So let's watch the 4th turn. He
yeah.
does some more distractions, once
Yeah.
again without any success. And in a nice move, you manage to kill his MG. I guess he wasn't expecting you to go that far down with the sniper.
Yeah, maybe not. He was really pissed off himself after this one.
Yeah. And since he's now 1 unit down, it will be very hard for him to actually win.
Yeah.
So let's watch the last turn. And you kill both his remaining units as he tries to dash for the line. So nicely played, thus sending you on to the final against Siren.
Yep.
And yeah, first up is Disputed. And it's a 4v4 with you having 2 shotgunners and 2 MGs versus an all MG team, which is pretty much in your favor, of course.
Yeah, it's very unbalanced.
Yeah. Though I'd say the map itself isn't particularly balanced in either player's favor. But of course, some imbalances only become obvious later in the game.
Yeah, basically he can't advance into the buildings, so
Yeah, you got a point there, so let's watch the first turn. Yeah, both of you spread out nicely. And you have both of you have nice positions at the end of turn 1.
yeah.
You've got the advantage of being able to control the center more easily. But of course he does have the range advantage with his MGs, while you of course have the close range advantage.
Yeah, I just have to be careful with my units.
Yeah, as long as you're careful with those
Yeah.
shotgunners, you have the advantage. So let's go on to turn 2. Siren doesn't really do much with his units this turn.
Yeah. He's expecting me to rush in with the shotgun, and well, I'm not gonna do it because that MG3 is covering that side.
Yeah, and you do some scouting at the top there, and I think you've spotted most or maybe even all of his units.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, and that's a pretty big advantage, especially considering he probably doesn't know exactly where your shotgunners are, nor your MG2.
Yeah.
So, onward to turn 3, there's some more distractions, and you get your MG2 to the top there, which is a pretty nice position.
Yeah, and in the end I'm standing up and already trying to shoot.
Yeah. Let's just watch turn 4. And Siren loses an MG there, but it looks like he'd lost it anyway due to standing on the edge there. And
I don't think it's...
no, he's not quite on the edge, so he wouldn't have lost it due to that.
Yeah. Well, basically because I scouted them all, I decided that I can rush in with the shotgunners.
Yeah, and you've now got a very nice position, and you should be able to grab most of the boxes, thus winning the game.
Yeah, and both those Sirens MGs are ducking, so they are, and both my MGs are standing up.
Yeah,
So
and
the
your
advantage
shotgunner
there.
tree is nicely covering Siren's MG2 there.
Yeah.
So let's watch turn 5. And you get the kill on the MG as you do your aiming correctly, thus not losing it. And you get also a kill up top there.
Yeah.
And since Siren is now down to a single unit, you have basically won the match now.
Yeah, and basically this last turn it's a rape. I laughed at it.
And he just stands still there and gets shot at by both shotgunners simultaneously.
Yeah.
Very nice kill that. Poor shotgunner. So, and what's the score now? 1-0?
Yeah.
And next up is an unfinished secure, so we can't watch that. So, wait, the charge isn't. The charge is complete.
Yep.
Yeah, it just had the same score as all unfinished games have, so I thought for a moment that it also was unfinished. And interesting teams here. Siren with only one direct fire unit, while you of course have the disadvantage of having a sniper on your team.
Yeah, and the map is quite interesting as well.
Yeah, there's very few buildings here, and no easy way to move from building to building either.
Yeah.
I'm guessing your bid was just countering the most obvious bid by Siren.
Nah. I didn't want to go too far, but I wasn't afraid of losing the bid either.
Yeah. So let's just watch the first turn then.
Yeah.
And yeah, both of you have logical positions right now, though I don't like how Siren's bottom grenade launcher can't actually fire anywhere right now.
Yeah.
Well, let's just go on to the next turn, see if anything interesting happens. You got a very nice position at the top there. I don't think he can reach it by grenade, and of course his MG would get killed if he tried to dislodge it. And I don't think he's actually scouted it. Okay, he scouted it with the grenade launcher, but he doesn't know the exact position.
Grenade it will kill with a grenade if he shoots there.
Yeah, but it doesn't know the exact position, so actually hitting
that's true.
would probably be pretty hard.
Yeah.
Let's go on to the third turn. He fires 2 grenades, but doesn't actually hit anything.
Yeah, and I played very bold with the machine gun. I just ran in.
Yeah, and yeah, that's a pretty bold move there. And well, it might actually win you the game.
Yeah.
And has he at all scouted it? He scouted it on the way, but doesn't seem to know the exact position.
Yeah, he saw that I'm coming, but didn't know where I am.
Yeah. So fourth turn, yeah, he fires another 2 grenades, doesn't hit anything, and you get his MG. And with the current positioning now, you pretty much won the match, I'd say.
Well, it's still 2 grenades, so
Yeah, of course. I mean, it won't be an extremely easy win, but
But the
as
thing
long as
is
you
that,
play well now, you won the match.
yeah, and he has quite a long way to the line if he's gonna shoot a grenade now. Because that takes quite some time to shoot.
Yeah. And you kill both remaining units with your shotgunner, thus winning the match and winning the tournament. You played very nicely this tournament. I'd say the win is well deserved.
Thanks. Yeah, there there was some interesting games.
Yeah.
That secure match against Wonder Hero, I really took maybe like 10 hours of thinking that which way to go.
Yeah.
Well, not really 10 hours, but something like that.
Yeah. Thank you very much for co-casting with me today, and thank you all for watching. See you next stream. I'll have to decide when exactly that will be. I'll inform you soon. Goodbye.